Recap.
Sure. Yeah. And barring you all having some conversation before you wish to leave, do you wish to do that? Do you have...
Yes.
Yes,
Dusm
I think
so. Dusm has at least one thing he would like to talk to people about.
That's never good. We had to kill a person last time. Ugh.
Will he invite Rosette or not?
Let's see. It's
you tell us.
Let's see, would you even be interested in this? This is more sort of an information to the characters, but mostly the players in a way. Because it was something we looked into.
She doesn't have to go.
It's about Alaric's debt, basically.
Do you want Bree to go?
I mean, Bree has shown herself incredibly resourceful. It's fine if Bree gets some information on this. I think so.
If a servant did come for it, Bree would basically like send message that unless it's necessary, she wouldn't like.
Okay. It's not crucial for her to know. I would say.
Yeah.
But I mean, if she wants to, she is welcome.
Nah, she would elect to stay in her room.
Then Desmond will get Linus and Alaric, and he will have a paper in front of him with some notes scribbled on them, and he will look to them and say, "Mr. Alaric, the information you passed on to us a week or so ago about that debt."
Alaric is listening intently, waiting for you to finish.
I have looked into the matter. The man that delivered the news was luckily apprehended by some of our scouts on his way out of our lands, and I have managed to have a short but intense conversation with him before he had to leave. It is an interesting matter, and I have been able to confirm some of it with other sources, although it is difficult because his claims lay outside of where my information network usually allows me to gather such information. But as far as I can determine, there is a bit of a subterfuge going on regarding the debt, as far as I can sort out. The debt was, as far as I understand it, very much incurred during the stay in Highgarden, and it is very real. But the imminent threat to the house of said debt seemed to be much diminished. This is in part due to a few factors. From the messenger, I did learn that the member of the Lannister household in question might have overstated his importance in the household. He is indeed a Lannister, but he is of a much lesser standing in his family than he tried to imply via his messenger to you. I am unsure that he can actually produce the effects he promised in the message. He could. I cannot say for sure he cannot, but his standing in the house is a minor one. He is a small fry, so to speak. Why he's sent here? Well, he seemed to be a bit of a coward, and it seems that recent events have pushed him into a position he regards as very dangerous to his own standing, and so he is putting pressure on you, and by extension us. So, the question is, why is the debt then not dangerous at the moment? Why don't we have Iron Bank officials outside the gates, and why have not our enemies received gold dragons upon gold dragons in an effort to destroy us? Well, the answer to this lies in Lord Peaceberry. Lord Peaceberry is an interesting man, to say the least. I have learned that he is, in fact, the Iron Bank's representative in the Reach. He has a lot of sway with the bank, and they allow him certain benefits for this position. He is a clever man, and he has not risen to such wealth without thinking long term and investing smartly. As far as I can gather, Lord Peaceberry has argued for a stay of the collection of the debt from the Iron Bank on our behalf, without us asking. Exactly why he has done this is rather unclear. My guess is that he sees the house as in a period of growth, and to pressure us into paying the debt too soon would ruin future growth, thus stunting any future profits he could gain from us. There is also some indication that Lord Peaceberry is actually quite soft-hearted on this matter, and that he actually enjoys helping people from the shadows in this manner. Something he tries to keep very hidden, of course, because it would quite impede his ability to be tough at the negotiation table. Yes, Bree?
I just out of character. Fucking Lord Peaceberry has fucking everything other than moon and heavens. Like, how can he not get these kids married?
How is he? Why? He's a nice guy. What lord is a fucking nice guy? Let's be honest here, right?
The Iron Bank's representative, his harvest succeeded. Like, he's got all this money.
He's fucking on point. Why can't he get his ugly ass?
In retrospect, when we should have just carted off the girls to Peaceberry, be like, take them.
Yeah.
Great.
Retrospect, definitely. Yeah.
But
fuck you, Sir Ryman.
Hindsight is 20/20 and all that. But yeah, he seems to be a genuine nice guy, and actually wants to help us in a way. Does some shrugs. That's the part of it. The debt still exists. It is dormant, however. And there will be no collections on it. No serious collections on it for the foreseeable future. And that is thanks to Lord Peaceberry. The Lannister claim, I haven't been able to verify it. It might be true, it might not. In the end, we are in no real pressure from the bank to pay. It will be up to us if we want to take that gamble or not. And that is something for the family to decide in the coming months, I believe.
Alaric nods. Slowly.
Mm-hmm. He puts down his papers in a nice little pile. Looks at the others. Was there anything else?
Yes, there was one thing I would need to discuss, which Sir Alaric knows quite a bit about.
Not another debt, I promise.
I can't help you with sex, ladies. I think you got that figured out already.
From what I've heard, you figured that out yourself.
Good on you, kid.
Proud of you, boy.
Sorry, I'm ruining the moment.
Go on, Doc. Proceed.
Sorry, 1 second. I know you're freaking my blood.
Recompose.
You see, Lady Benezia called some things to my attention.
Doesn't rubs the bridge of his nose. Yes, the lady has been very insistent.
I assume she talked with you as well then. Firstly, about discussing when she can take the Maester. And secondly, a additional piece, as in thanks for, well, in honesty, probably saving her life, she has offered her hand in marriage to someone of our choice.
Desmond glances over to Alaric.
He looks sagely as much as he can be, you know. He
And
just
we both have enough awareness.
Yeah,
As,
not foolish.
as Alaric is actually pretty lascivious, I believe that his sage look right now is like a grin,
It's like
a barely
yeah.
hidden grin. That says, yeah.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
still got it.
You still got it.
Can-
Oh.
Maybe Desmond can even sort of get a whiff.
Oh no! Ugh. You should wash afterwards. I'm just saying.
This is why I sit on this side of the table.
What's with all of these arrows? I'm so confused.
Guys, the
The walls
chosen
have
one.
eyes.
So the first thing, of course, I wish to ask, though, Uncle, was I do not wish to disturb the Maester too much. What is the current situation there?
Well, the current situation is, as I understand it, that the death of your father is imminent, Linus. He doesn't have long left, and he will not see spring. That is for sure. He might not even outlive the week. I have said my goodbyes, and so have many others. It is time for him.
Very well. Let me just pause this for a moment.
I understand that Lady Benezia is insistent, and she wants to leave as soon as possible. I can understand.
The time she specified would be as soon as we leave. She would like to.
It would certainly be preferable if Lord Aaron would be left alone in his bed to suffer the last of his life without the best medical care we can give him. But ultimately, and doesn't get something hard over his face. Realistic political situations and matters need to take precedence, I'm afraid to say. The one benefit the living have over the dead is that the living comes first in priority.
Alaric will look to Linus and say, and Agatha, I'm sure, would not leave him to writhe in pain.
She would do her best, but she is no Maester Cole.
Milk of the poppy does wonders.
Not slowly, I suppose it does.
That's the motto of the new banner. So to speak.
God damn, I'm a terrible influence on the roleplay today. I am sorry, guys.
It's okay.
We're gonna need to put you in a box. Your timeout box.
Just hear him giggling there behind his mute. Yes, well, doesn't look so like, do you actually want to marry Lady Benezia?
Alaric nods and says, I enjoy her company. She suits me rather well, I think.
I suppose so.
The sounds you've been hearing throughout the keep, you believe this to be true.
Well, it says, I have been told that love can bloom on the battlefield, so sort of looks him up and down. I suppose that is living proof.
Kind of shrugs at that.
An alliance with House Swan is an interesting prospect. I honestly don't think we have any better match for you, Alaric. Unless you have someone in mind. Someone from Dawn, perhaps?
Alaric
Says
frowns.
pointedly.
Frowns and says, well, I don't think a Dornish woman would suit me very well. But
Is there let us just take a second here and think. Like, is there, because I'm like, it's a big thing if Alaric wants to marry again. Benezia seems like a good match to me.
Mhm.
But I'm just like contemplating in my mind, like, is there anyone else? Are we missing a Peaceberry in all of this?
I was looking around a while ago, and like there was no one that I could really think of. No one that would make sense for us, at least. I didn't particularly look in Dawn all that much.
I do like.
There is that I don't remember her name, but the girl who's really, no, not the girl, the woman with the father who's like, "Don't you touch my girl." The apple woman.
Yes,
yeah.
Appleton.
But I think Halem was planning on getting one of his knights married to
It
her.
is not actually her father. It is her maester and her sort of master of arms.
Yes, they have her like locked up in a tower and have like pretty much screened all communication and are basically bargaining with anyone who like tries to have a conversation with her.
How long has she been in that tower?
Years.
It's been years.
Yeah.
She probably has long enough hair to get you up there now.
Not Alaric.
No, not Alaric.
Definitely not
definitely
Alaric.
not Alaric.
But you would get her out of the tower.
Get her out of the tower, yeah.
That's the subject of a ballad if I've ever heard one.
Oh, I'm sorry I said it.
The
What
girl
if
let
the-
her hair
there
down
is
and...
her, but do they really want some knight to marry? I thought it was Halen who was gonna marry her, to be honest.
No, because
Or
Halen
that-
doesn't want to
no,
marry.
not Halen, the
Woman?
Gorman kid.
I
thought it
think
was
it was
Halen.
going to be one of the peak knights, because I presume that there's someone in standing that he believes.
I'm surprised they would accept that.
If you're interested in Ladies of Dorne, there is the most attractive and most sort of courted ladies would be Lady Narya of House Fowler, but her sister was married to the adder whom you recently killed. So maybe that is not a brilliant.
What about the Blackmont lady who was like Alaric's like equal?
Yeah, that was her too.
Yeah, but she was such a bitch. I don't think Alara could put up with that.
She
Yes, at one
hates us. She hates us.
Yeah, she does hate us as well.
Maybe you could tame her. I don't know.
Alaric can only tame so much.
Alaric knows a lot of things about Dornish women. Probably. not a lot of nice ones.
Yeah, all he knows is about Dornish women is that song.
He grew up in Highgarden. He has
Grew
heard
up,
things
yeah.
that
He's
All
he's
he's not
heard
really
is
put
the
off
should
song.
not
Dornish
be
Come
said
on.
in this room.
But for be serious, all I thought about that would be that apple woman. But since she is kind of already gonna marry some
Lord Peak
Random
has
knight.
There is a
has
reason for the
boy.
random night also, Tina, which is the fact that since she's a woman, she would lose her family name if she married someone of full nobility.
oh yeah, I forgot that part. Sorry. Well,
Water.
I already forgot her name, but the woman I've been telling you quite a lot to put a ring on. I think that's a good match.
I like the idea of allying with Swan because that would drive a wedge between them and Trant, and it would potentially surround Trant with he would be like, well, I don't have my back free anymore. So
Lady Benezia is Lord Trant's niece,
yes,
so that could form some form of alliance. There is,
Yeah.
it's still a strong enough bond, strong enough blood tie there.
I like the idea of getting some hooks into our eastern
That
neighbors.
pretty much gets us a nice line, you know.
Yeah, which is
I
another
like
good
that.
thing.
I really like that. We've got a lot of the eastern factions.
The Trent are a tricky bunch, so it's a good thing to have,
Yeah.
straw in their drink.
Yeah, I don't think Lord Trant would openly like try to harm his niece, because as far as I know, he's kind of sweet on her.
Yeah, she's a favorite niece.
Yeah.
And it sounds like she is gonna marry Alaric no matter what. So, that's good.
But yeah, if Alaric is up for it and Halldamir is up for it, I think it's a potential great idea.
Walk
Yeah.
in peace.
Alaric's up for it. I'm up for
That's
it.
what you said.
And we get all the blood sorcery.
Does she
That's
move
super
in
true. Yeah.
with us then?
Presumably.
She would, yeah.
Although we were talking about, like out of character, possibly like landing Alaric in Caladan lands. If this match was a thing, but then that's a later subject. They actually need to get married first as well.
Yeah, and it
Before
would be
any of that
nice
shit
if you were
happens.
close to the group.
Yeah, I don't think Alaric would ever agree to be away from Respite, really, or away from the family.
Well, with the time you get a castle and, you go there when needed.
Yeah.
Probably something like that.
And if
I
it
like
wasn't,
this for reasons that are entirely not motivated by this. I like this because it actually fits in with Alaric's lascivious nature. I like this because it allies two lascivious people together to thumb their noses at the current lord of our house.
beautiful. It's truly
that's
beautiful.
Good. That's good. That would be
But,
at the family dinners. That would be
Yeah,
great.
political implications I don't care about. It actually just plays into your flaw.
Yeah, it does. It plays beautifully.
But you would
into
have to be married again and not open to,
Alaric's done that before.
Considering her appetite, maybe there could be a door open. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
Well,
maybe they can sustain each other.
She looks like
wait.
she knows some moves. I'm just saying.
Well, probably did.
Her moves are hot.
Who needs to sustain who?
That's right.
Well, Alaric's got 5 endurance, so and 2 bonus dice in stamina. So
Yeah, there you go.
No, I took those.
How's his sword thrust?
yeah, well, very good. His long blades, his 3 bonus dice.
You open up the third-party book of qualities.
That third-party book. Yeah.
It is a Song of Ice and Fire, the Game of Thrones edition.
Having sex atop your dead kid's corpse. Let's see here. It's a bonus die.
No.
Just go into the maester's room.
No.
Who's been in my bed?
No,
Yeah,
from what-
do that. Do it in
This-
the
this-
freaking Decim's bed.
This conversation is
funny.
basically what happens in Alaric's head right now.
Yeah.
And then probably he gets the thought of, I can't actually say she wouldn't.
Yeah.
She's probably like, and then maybe like, she doesn't say anything.
Like, where could be the worst place? Oh, but
So,
I don't
zooming
actually
back
think
in on the end character moment.
Zoom out of. In that case, Decimal nod and say, I have no objections, Alaric. If
Staring out into
you think
nothingness.
it's a good match for you, then you certainly have my blessing.
We'll be marrying up.
I would be marrying up. That's true.
I see no issue here either. I think it could work quite well.
Alaric nods and says, I guess that's settled then.
And House Ironwood is allying with the Blackfire.
Oh.
Indeed.
I see Rosette most certainly did tell you.
Yes, she was very forward. I appreciate it. I think I hope I managed to impart some of the direness of the situation to her as well. But yes, that will be a coming headache. At some point, we need to take a long, hard look on our surrounding neighbors to try to establish exactly who will go with whom. And I think it is more imperative now than ever that Lord Peak, well, if we can't stop him from becoming Lord of the Marshes, at least we need to weaken him as much as possible. Was there anything else? I'm sorry.
Not that I can immediately think of.
Alaric shakes his head and says, neither do I.
No, I think I'll be taking my leave.
Yes, we shall prepare for the journey south to Nightsong.
Yes.
Alaric nods, gets up, and then goes to Lady Benezia's room, I suppose, and then...
As he
usual.
leaves, like Desem will leave, and then when Alaric gets up to get out, Kvalar will flap towards him.
Okay.
He will have a flower in his mouth.
Oh.
Gives to Alaric.
Alaric will
And
take
Alaric can almost swear that he winks at him.
it. I love that bird more and more. Swear to God. That bird's great. But, yeah, sure, Alaric will go to Lady Swan's room.
The Swan God looks very awkwardly at you as he steps aside and opens the door for you. He has stood outside your door most of the time, and maybe the orders he got from his lord were not exactly to do, these sorts of things. Maybe he certainly seems to feel strange about this whole affair, and he's very uncomfortable, but doesn't seem to bother Lady Benezia.
Very hot dreams, though, he said.
He's very sort of close the door behind you. Stand over here.
It's not the worst thing I could listen to. Some people work.
It could be worse. Yeah.
In a torture chamber, and that's.
The lady will turn. Her hair sort of flowing about her. She's looking. She's currently like taking the few things she brought with her and sort of packing them, seemingly preparing to leave at any moment, really. She says, "Oh, well, hello, sir. You come unexpectedly. How may I serve you?"
Alaric smiles and says,
Winks her eyelashes at you.
Alaric will step up and give her the flower Kvalar gave him. And say,
"Oh, you shouldn't have."
He smiles.
Takes and bite one of the petals off.
He says, well, to my reason for visiting, one of reasons at least, before we leave, I would officially request your hand in marriage.
It all comes so sudden. So, here's sort of a slight gasp from outside.
He's like, I thought this was casual, but it's a romance.
I shall have to bring it to the attention of my Lord Father, but if it was in my power to decide so, then yes, of course I would. She was close. Like hug your midsection, I suppose.
Yeah.
Ready to reach up.
Alaric will lean down a little, so I guess he's used to by now with anyone who hugs him, I guess.
And then we basically just zoom out from them.
It goes away, and then you just see the guard stepping slightly further away.
Yeah. She's like, oh god.
But Bree will turn for staring out the window over this wall, not that wall too.
Bree had the best room.
She does.
Yeah.
You're the one who fucking assigned this shit to her, Dark. This is your fault.
She's now put in
We allow
official
people to have choice
request.
and just no one picked. So it's okay, I'll randomly assign.
Not sure you should click that picture.
She's Bree has now put an official request to have her room moved.
I'm going to the dark room now.
It certainly makes brooding quite a lot harder. Yes. All right then. Seems like with that, we can zoom out and go to the day of leaving.
Yes.
That's the party prepares. There's like a carriage to carry the body and such.
I think we'll be taking guards this time, yeah?
Oh sure. Can plop some guards down there. You'll travel slowly due to the carriage anyway.
That's something
Yeah.
at least Lanus would want to, before he leaves, at least visit his father.
Sure.
Not
Would
really.
you like that to be a scene?
I don't know. I don't know if it needs to be a scene. Lanus has not really been that close to his father. His father's not. It's kind of as you said all the way back at the start. He's always kind of just looked away whenever, just kind of dreamt of Halen.
You've certainly been the second son a lot.
Mm-hmm.
The Maester will let you in, though he will say that that this is probably your say your farewells, because
Lanus nods. He understands this. He's quite solemn walking in.
the Maester seems more resigned, like he has tried everything he could, and
Lanus will go over to his father. Look over him. Is he asleep right now, or?
completely.